I'm gonna be turning my bed into a swimming pool. Now you're probably wondering, why?
I've always wanted to have an indoor swimming pool, but my girlfriend is scared it'll break and go everywhere. But I'm gonna take that risk by turning my bed into a secret swimming pool to see if she even notices it's there. Now, Britta's out of town for the day, so that gives me roughly around 18 hours to build this. And in order to build this in time, I decided to ask my best friend Nick. You wanna help me turn my bed into a swimming pool and prank my girlfriend?
Look. Get out of my room.
So after bribing Nick with my Deadpool mask that he's been dying to wear,
Bro, I would be more than happy to help
so
you.
the first thing we have to do is clear everything out of this room. Nick, you can take the mask off now.
One more hour.
No. So we've cleared pretty much everything out of the room. Now it's time for the bed. Everything was going perfect, but then out of nowhere, we ran into our first problem. We got to take that off. We ran into a problem. Because of these right here, you can't fit it through that door.
You know what we can do? We could do this side first and then rotate it.
Oh, yeah. And after that genius idea from Nick, the bed fit perfectly. Just like that, we got an empty room. We gotta figure out how to build a pool in here.
Put tarps and fill the whole thing with water.
We're not gonna do that. Now, since we obviously can't fill the room with water because that would flood the entire house, I needed to find something more creative that would make this work. I actually found something pretty cool. I was doing a little bit of research and I found these like mini aquariums. And funny enough, they look exactly the same shape as a bed. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not, but I'm gonna order one and find out. I'm not actually typing anything anyway, I just did this for dramatic effect. And so was that. And thank God for same day delivery, because after an hour, it arrived. What are you doing?
Fighting crime.
Alright. This looks way smaller than what I thought. It's just another box.
What did you order? And leather straps, bro.
And after making sense for what these items were, we started building. We need to assemble all 4 corner brackets.
Corner bracket.
I wasn't ready yet. We need to assemble all 4 corner brackets. That was good. And after an hour of building, the aquarium was complete. This is pretty legit. So now that the aquarium is done, we need to make it look like a bed. My goal is to build a shell of a bed frame that goes over top of the aquarium. So I made some blueprints with different designs to build a bed frame, and now it's time to go get supplies.
I feel like I'm at a Home Depot every single week. All right, we got all the wood home.
Now it's time to build a bed frame.
Do you know anything about building beds?
No, but I know a lot about being in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
Because you game a lot?
Yeah, that's why.
The first thing we needed to build was the headboard.
Do you think maybe you should wear safety goggles?
The only thing is I don't have any safety goggles.
I actually think I got the perfect thing for you.
Just like that, we got our headboard. Now that all of the wood was cut, it was time to paint it all. It is so hot in here, but we got the first set already done. Now we just gotta finish this.
It's hot.
It is so hot.
But no matter how hot it was, we had to keep painting if we were gonna pull this off in time. So we just got done painting one side of the boards. We're gonna let them dry for tonight, and we're gonna finish painting it tomorrow. Let's hope we can pull this off. And after a good night's sleep, we started bright and early the next morning as Britt was gonna be getting home later that day. All right, so everything is painted and all the paint is dry. It's time to start piecing this thing together and seeing if it's actually gonna work. When we started building the bed frame, we ran into a big problem. The screws were too big and they were starting to crack the wood. So we went back to Home Depot to pick up more screws.
Got the parts.
We'll be back here in a couple hours.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So with another hour wasted, we continued making some progress again.
First part of the frame's done.
With the first frame done, we had to create another frame that would have legs on it to support the other frame.
Bro, such a good roll.
Bro, that was you. You were supposed to put
Look,
that into your foot.
Here, and then we put it the wrong way.
And after a minor adjustment, we were back on track and making progress again.
And this is our headboard.
So we finished building everything. Now it's time to bring it in here and see if our measurements were right, see if it works. Let's go. It fits. Time to get the rest. Yeah. Now it's time to see if the headboard fits.
It's a bed.
It's a bed.
look how insane this looks. Oh my gosh, that is wild. And what's really cool about this here, you'll be able to see me floating in the water. But none of this matters if when we fill this up with water, it leaks. Fingers crossed, it doesn't leak.
You missed the perfect opportunity to say knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
So now it was time to fill it up with water.
This works. This better work. The man and his hose.
Nick?
Let's put my hose to work. All right, I had this genius idea to attach this to the shower. If it works, it's my genius idea. And if it floods the whole house, then why'd you tell me to do that, man?
So we tried Nick's genius idea to attach the hose to the shower, but
It's too small for that threading.
it didn't work, which means we were gonna have to waste another hour to go back to Home Depot and buy the right part that we need.
Got it.
Oh.
See, I told you this was a good idea.
Hose in. Time to fill this thing up with water. Turn it on.
What the?
There it is.
And just like that, it worked.
God, man. Okay, we're gonna have to watch for leaks.
We had to be extremely careful that this doesn't rip or have any leaks because it could flood the entire house.
What I'm worried about is this valve. Once the water gets above that little valve there, that's when I'll feel a lot better knowing this hasn't leaked. All right, it's about to go over. My heart's racing right now. Any leaks?
I don't feel anything.
And just like that, we were safe for now.
I'm like still mind blown this is actually coming together. And Britt's gonna be arriving back here in a few hours. I need to make sure I can pull this off in time.
And after around 2 hours of waiting,
Stop the water.
All right.
Oh my God.
look at this, dude. This is actually insane.
Time to move all the furniture back in and turn this into an actual bedroom.
Like it's supposed to be here. It's like a bed. So, wow.
I guess the only thing to do now is to actually get inside of it. I'm nervous. We're gonna know right now if it holds. The water's freezing. First ever pool bed.
In there.
Here we go.
Wow. Bro. That looks insane.
Can we get a cool pool montage?
Yes, sir.
And after seeing the pool worked perfectly, I had a great idea.
So originally I was gonna cover the pool up to see if she would even notice it's there. But that actually gave me an idea. Since I'm known for trying to scare my girlfriend in the most extreme ways, I'm gonna use it instead to pull off the perfect prank. So here's my plan.
First, I'm gonna cut a piece of plywood and put it on one side of the bed. That way I don't get wet. On the other side of the bed, I'm gonna put thin cardboard. I will then cover up everything with pillows and blankets to make it look like a normal bed. But when my girlfriend goes to lay on it,
She's gonna fall right through here.
I can't wait to see it.
Fingers crossed this works. I think Britt just got here now. Set the camera up.
everything has led up to this moment. I have to somehow convince her to walk into this room and lay on this bed.
I actually got a mattress for the guest room. We can go try it out. I think it might be worth taking it upstairs to our room.
Okay. I have to use the restroom. Be in there.
So while my girlfriend makes her way to the bed, it would mean a lot if you guys would go down and hit that subscribe button.
Oh man, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Wait, what is this?
All right, before my girlfriend breaks up with me, I'll see you guys next time.
No, he won't. He'll be dead.
When I was a kid, my friend had a pool that everyone always talked about. And I told myself when I grow up, I wanted to have one too. And I got one. But it's in my backyard where no one can see it. So I wanted to try and build a pool tall enough for the entire neighborhood to see. And there's no better place to do that than right here in my front yard.
So the first thing I need is a tall device that will allow me to put a pool high in the air.
Yeah, that's definitely not tall enough.
What about now? So right now I'm looking at cranes, but I need to be sure I find one that's strong enough to hold an entire pool in the air. But I just looked it up, and Home Depot has a lot of different crane options. So that's the place to go. All right, we just made it to Home Depot. We're gonna check out their crane selection.
Those are very small.
Dude, I don't think this is gonna work at all. This is the biggest one they have here. Dang, dude, I don't know if this is gonna work.
I think there's orderacrane.com.
You're just making
Look it
that up. Get a crane there. So after coming to the conclusion that none of these cranes were gonna work, I caved in and went to Nick's made up website and I found a crane that just might work. Only problem is it costs nearly $1,000. So it has to work. Now that we had the crane ordered, the next thing we needed was to actually build a pool. So we headed back to Home Depot to pick up supplies. All right, let's go pay for this. After getting all the supplies we needed, it was finally time to build the perfect pool. So I didn't want to admit to you guys that my card got declined after spending all my money on the crane, so this inflatable pool will have to do.
God.
Now that our pool was done, all we had to do was wait for the crane to get here.
Got the crane. This thing's massive. There is one thing that I am actually worried about. I don't know how to turn this thing on. Look at how much controls are here.
2 thermometers. These are the controls.
This is definitely it.
Oh! I found the horn. I mean, I'm assuming this is just like a car, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm driving a tank. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Get up here and look at this. This is actually insane. This is one of the biggest cranes I've ever seen in my life.
Do aerobics up here.
Is that aerobics?
I don't know.
All right, it's time for the moment of truth. See if this pool fits. It just barely fits. Dude, no way.
Let's go.
There is only one small problem.
What?
There's like this little lip that goes down. So a lot of the water is gonna go that way, so it's gonna be heavier on this side.
Brother.
So I gotta put an extra weight over here. Holy cow. Now after seeing the pool just barely fits, it was time to transform this crane into the backyard pool setup I always wanted as a kid. So to do that, we needed the perfect backyard essentials.
All right, we need snacks. Out of every possible Dorito here, which one you thinking?
These ones. Are you serious?
Blaming on Cheetos. Do you want any snacks on the ground while I'm up in the air risking my life?
Yeah, I told you what I wanted.
I got you.
I got
There
you,
we
man.
go.
It's like we have to do primes. We'll get 2.
And no backyard pool day is complete without the perfect drink.
Oh, bro. These were like my favorite childhood drinks. Fruit punch or strawberry kiwi.
Strawberry kiwi is what I was going for. Let's
This
go.
is it.
And finally, we needed the pool essentials, like inflatable rafts, goggles, and tiki torches.
Drew,
Yeah.
how are you gonna pay for all this when your card got declined?
Now that we had all of our supplies, it was time to put it in the crane.
Every good backyard pool setup has grass. So on the way home, we picked up some turf. Watch, when you jump, I'll be up there.
It didn't work.
Oh, I'll use the ladder. Oh, it's like a rug. Well, we're gonna need some more.
Grab some more.
Where'd you even find that?
In the garage.
It's time to get this pool up there. Nick. What the? Nick, are you serious?
Oh, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to get a tan.
Nick, get off the crane.
Sorry.
There you go, man.
I helped.
Time to add the rest of the stuff. And forget the snack. Someone in their right mind probably does it, huh?
Probably not.
Necessities, man.
Yeah.
You, man.
No way.
Cheers.
Bro, that just hits so different.
Bro.
Childhood me would be so proud. Or think I'm so stupid. But I hope it's proud.
Beautiful.
Ooh, tiki torches. You can't catch a crane on fire, right? Probably gonna have to just put it on the outside. No way.
Big brain.
Hey, Mikey.
What the hell are you guys doing?
What's it look like?
I don't know. Whenever you have a giant crane, it means nothing good for Nick.
Why bring me into this?
Because you're always the victim of being at the top.
Today I'm on top. That sounds wrong.
All right, everything is done. We're about to fill it with water, but here's the thing. Water weighs a lot. This particular pool can hold 277 gallons. So I'm gonna pull up my calculator. 277 gallons equals around 2,300 pounds.
The weight limit for this is 2,500.
Yeah, so we are only gonna be able to fill this up barely under halfway, because if I have too much weight, it'll end very badly.
All right, turn the hose on.
All right, here we go.
There's no turning back now.
Hopefully this thing doesn't end very badly. Oh my gosh. This is what I was worried about. So see how a lot of the water is piling up here, but nothing really over there? That's because of that slant on the crane. So we're gonna try to stick some cardboard boxes underneath of it to help level it out a little bit more. Probably should have done before we start filling it with water.
Yeah, probably. It's probably really heavy now.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. End it up. That's definitely better. Now while I'm halfway done filling this pool, I'm also halfway to hitting 2 million subscribers, which is just freaking mind-blowing to think that that many of you guys click to watch these videos and have supported me for so long. So, help us hit that goal of 2 million and hit that subscribe button. It's almost done. I think it's time to turn off the hose.
Hose is off.
Now it's time to see if this crane will even move at all with all this weight up here. Controls. Oh my God. All right. Bro, here we go. The crane's going way slower now. Time to put this thing in the air.
Now I have to be extremely careful because if there's too much movement, the crane could get off balance and this could end very badly.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing? All right, here we go. My gosh. Bro, it's getting high. This is crazy. Bro! I can see. Oh, that's max height.
Now that I made it to the top, it was time to sit back, relax, and enjoy my dream pool setup that the whole neighborhood can see.
This is so cool. Look at our pool over there, our neighbor's pool, and then there's mine. This is so cool.
There's my floaty. And of course, I need my goggles.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah,
I'd say that's a high road, buddy.
I'd say so too, Drew.
I'm in literally the tallest pool in the world. Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
Now as I sit back in the world's tallest pool, drinking my favorite childhood drink, I realize it's not about being popular or flexing your pool. It's all about the journey. And the best part of it, now who am I kidding?
This is awesome! Yo, Nick, take a picture of me. I want my childhood friend to see this and get super freaking jealous.
One of my favorite things to do is watch TV, but I also love to go swimming.
Why can't I do both? Now, it is way too expensive to buy a new TV just to put out here by the pool. And I would take the one from the living room, but it's attached to the wall and can't move.
So I'm gonna do the only logical thing and turn my couch into a swimming pool for hopefully less than the price of the average TV.
In exactly 50 hours, my favorite sports team will be playing on this TV right here, where I'll either get to sit back, have a nice swim, and enjoy the game, or I'll be cleaning up a flooded house while my favorite sports team plays without me. But hey, how hard could it be?
Apparently really hard because I was doing some research and the average flat screen TV is around $500.
That's not even for a good TV. These things can literally go for thousands of dollars. So to justify my financial decision, I'm gonna try to build this thing for $499 or less.
But just in case I can get lucky and save myself from all this work.
Question, can I have $500 for a TV?
Absolutely not.
All right, well, that would have been great if that worked, but I am far from giving up.
So I need to find a way to put a pool inside of my couch.
In some of my previous videos, I found some of these really cool aquarium pools that might just be able to work.
So I was doing some research and I actually found a smaller version of this. The only problem is it costs $250, which is literally half of my budget. But this thing was great and it didn't fail me, so I believe a smaller one will work perfectly.
So I ordered it, same day delivery, of course.
Right.
And now that we had our pool,
Let's build this. There's no way this thing isn't already broken.
so we unboxed our brand new swimming pool, but there was one problem.
Didn't come with instructions.
Really?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wing
We're
this.
gonna do what all good men do and guess on how to put this
Yeah.
So indeed, we started guessing which part was what, and after around 20 minutes of winging it, we were actually doing a pretty good job.
We don't need directions.
We don't need directions at all.
So we started piecing everything together, and after a few minutes, we realized that maybe we did need directions.
Some of these poles, different lengths.
So we started switching the poles around to see what would make sense, and thankfully, we were back on track.
No directions.
we did it.
Now with the pool complete, we needed to find a couch, and with couches being extremely expensive these days, the only way we were going to be able to do this without going over budget was to build one.
You ever built a couch before?
No.
What are you doing?
Ordering a couch.
So with $249 left, we headed to Home Depot to pick up all the supplies we would need.
I think we're gonna need like 29 2x4s. I don't even want to know how much this is gonna cost.
We spent the next hour picking up and cutting all the wood we would need. And with our fingers crossed, we headed to checkout.
Probably the most we've ever gotten from here.
And thankfully,
All the supplies we bought ended up costing around $180, giving us only $69 left for any other supplies we might need. That's kind of ironically funny.
with the clock ticking, we headed back home and started unloading.
I'm gonna pop out and scare Nick.
I get you.
No, I was looking at the camera because I knew you were gonna scare me.
God dang it.
Now, even though it was late at night, if we were gonna have any chance at all of completing this before the game, we had to build at least the frame of the couch tonight before heading to bed.
I got our makeshift directions here. We're gonna try to build the frame of a couch.
So after testing out the sizing of the frame, we started drilling everything together, and after around an hour, our main part of the couch was almost done.
Bro, that's perfect.
Nice.
This looks so crazy. We built the main part of the couch, which is right here. Now it's time to build the little L piece to look like your everyday couch that's in the house.
So we continued drilling all the parts together, and after around another hour, the L-shaped part was done.
All right, now we're gonna move all the pieces together and see how this thing kind of looks. Not only will this be the first ever swimming pool couch, it'll also be the world's tallest couch.
World's tallest swimming pool couch. We're changing YouTube.
Just hear every single power tool imaginable. What are you guys doing right now?
I mean, there's really not a way to explain it, but we're turning a couch into a swimming pool.
It's like a double stuffed version of the couch out there.
Right?
Dude, this is sick.
So with our shapes almost done, we ended up just going to bed for a few hours.
All right, it's the next morning. Now we're gonna take these things outside and build the backs of the couch.
How are we gonna get these things out the door?
I didn't even think about that.
So we spent the next 30 minutes trying to finesse these wooden frames through the door, but we had no luck.
No way. It was off by an inch.
We're gonna have to literally take these things apart and rebuild it outside.
With time slowly ticking away, we took apart the frames so we could get them through the door.
And with another half an hour wasted, we got both of the frames outside and drilled everything back together without breaking anything.
But our problems didn't stop there. When we went outside to get the wood to build the walls, we realized it was missing.
We're missing one more piece.
Other one.
I literally have no idea.
It's over here.
How? How is it under the car?
I did hear something this morning when I was in bed, but I thought it was just like someone throwing something away in the dumpster or something.
It was the boards flying off my car.
So after thankfully not damaging any of the cars, we collected all the pieces of wood and started cutting and drilling the final pieces of the couch.
Nick, what are you doing?
This thing needs cushions.
And after around 2 hours, both couch frames were finally complete.
This thing is really starting to come together. Now that the entire wood frame is built, the only thing left to do is to paint this thing to make it actually look like a couch. So here's my plan. Since we're gonna be using the existing couch cushions, my idea is to paint the entire wood frame pretty close to the same color as the fabric. That way the two blend very well together.
Where's your keys?
Why?
We both know that we have to go back to Home Depot for the paint. I'll be in the Jeep.
Once we got to Home Depot, we went to the paint section and searched through what felt like a million different paint colors.
Ooh, that's pretty close.
And once we thought we had the perfect color, we went to a paint professional, just to be safe, and he said this.
No way.
Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it's
What's it for? We are turning a couch into a swimming pool.
And just like that, we had our paint.
wow. Let's go.
With only $8 left to my name to spend on this project,
Let's go paint this couch.
All right, dog, and can of paint. Hopefully we can cover all of this with just this one can. Ready?
Ready.
Good work. Good work. I'd be so mad. Just paint my face.
and after around 2 hours of waiting, the paint was finally dry.
The sun is about to start going down now, so it's time to move all this stuff inside and make the world's first swimming pool couch.
So we cleared out the existing couch from the living room and brought all the wood pieces inside to build our new couch.
All right, now that the couch is in here, time to add in the pool.
So we grabbed our pool and we placed it inside of the couch.
This looks crazy. We haven't even put on the couch cushions yet or filled this with water, but it already looks insane. Now it's time for the riskiest part of all of this.
Putting our hose in the pool.
Wait.
Placing the hose in.
There it goes.
Here it goes.
With only $8 to my name and the game starting in around an hour, we had no room for air.
If this floods, all the electronics, everything's gonna get ruined. And I think I'll say your line for once. If this works, this was my idea. And if it doesn't, this was all your idea.
As I sit here and fill this couch up with water, it'd mean a lot if you guys would subscribe. I'm literally putting my living room on the line for these videos, so it would just mean a lot.
Once it goes over this, we'll know if this thing's gonna leak or not. Oh my God, my heart is racing. There it went. Okay, I think we're good.
With no leaks and the pool filled a quarter of the way up, everything seemed to be going to plan until this.
This thing's like starting to make noises now. You hear that? Oh! Imagine this thing just breaks and goes everywhere.
Buddy, I'm running if that happens.
And thankfully, after around an hour,
I think the water is finally done. It's finally time to turn off this water. There's a freaking pool in the living room.
and just like that,
Oh my God.
Bro, it's a legit couch.
Swimming pool couch. Now it's time for the true test. Time to get inside this thing and see if it holds me. The world's first swimming pool couch. So nervous. I don't want to like hop in and this thing breaks.
and with just minutes away before everyone started to gather to see the game,
All right, here we go. Bro. This is crazy. Dude, we did it.
and of course before the game started, I had to get all my roommates' reactions to our new couch.
Turn around.
Oh, what?
Oh my God.
Wait! Hi, dude!
You make me so proud.
Thank you.
And wet.
I never thought in a million years I'd be able to say this, but I can finally sit back knowing I financially made the right decision by turning my couch into a swimming pool. Life could not be more great. Oh, and one more thing. I'm gonna be picking my favorite comment in this video and giving you the remaining $8 I have. Bye.
I'm gonna be turning my bed into a secret fish tank. Let me explain.
The other day I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw the most insane fish tanks in people's houses. And the first thing I thought was,
I need one of these.
but in the house we are renting, we are not allowed to have any pets.
So I'm gonna put a secret fish tank right here under my bed. And to put it to the test, I'm gonna bring the landlord over and see if he even notices it's there. Wish me luck.
Now with only 8 hours to pull this off, I went to ask my best friend Nick this.
Nick, I have to ask you a
Stop.
question. You want me to help you turn your bed into a secret fish tank?
Yep.
So I was doing some research and these things are way more expensive than I ever imagined. They range anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000. So I'm gonna have to build one. And I think I have the perfect idea.
Lucky for me, I turned my bed into a swimming pool not too long ago, and I just realized that this would make the perfect fish tank. The only problem is we took this entire bed apart, so now we're gonna have to put the entire thing back together.
Can't believe we're about to do this again.
I know.
Oh God. I'm so strong. Go!
And after spending about 30 minutes clearing out the room,
Why don't we just put tarps and flood the room?
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
now it was time to rebuild the bed frame.
This time we need it right the first time, right?
Yeah, I don't see any realm where we don't get it. We got a problem.
I thought we said no problems, Drew.
I know. I have no idea which hole these went into. I don't even know what's the top or the bottom.
So after figuring out which pieces went where, it was finally time to start drilling it all together.
Call me Bob the Builder.
Hey, Bob the Builder.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And after around 20 minutes, the bed frame was done.
Not bad. Perfect.
And nothing went wrong.
And after getting the whole frame built, it was time to move the aquarium into the bed frame.
All right, it's a tiny problem. The aquarium will not fit through that door. So we're gonna have to take it around the house and try to bring it through this other door here.
From the hands of a god, I am a monolith. Born in the heart of the fire that rose out of it.
So it started to break in a couple different places. So now we're gonna have to hopefully fix this.
To the sun, I'm still here, yeah. Diamonds under the
This looks so crazy. I guess it's time to try to fill this thing with water.
Don't ever smell a shower hose.
Go for it. There it is. Oh man. I really hope this thing doesn't tear and go everywhere. Only thing I'm worried about is this valve right here. We won't know if this thing's gonna leak or not until the water gets past that valve. Right, it's about to pass the valve now. There it goes. I'm not seeing anything. It's looking like it might work. Almost halfway full.
True. I am so happy I wasn't here last time because this is a stupid idea. Oh my.
Trust the process.
And after around an hour, the fish tank was finally filled with water.
Holy cow. Now I guess it's time we turn it into a fish tank.
So I went on Amazon and found a whole bunch of things I can put inside of this fish tank.
So the first thing I obviously need is a fish. But since I'm way too irresponsible to take care of a real fish, I am gonna get these electric ones. I also told myself if I ever got a fish tank, I would fill it with the entire Bikini Bottom. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Are you actually typing anything?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the longest word I've ever heard.
So after ordering every part of Bikini Bottom and paying extra for same-day delivery, I went to a real aquarium store to pick up the rest of the supplies I needed that I couldn't find online.
We'll get some of these rocks and put them inside there. $200 in rocks.
Wow.
All right, we got the rocks. Now we need plants and lights. $250.
Wow.
We're deep on this video.
By the time we got back from the aquarium stores, Amazon delivered the rest of the supplies we needed.
Oh my God.
So after getting everything we needed and unboxing our packages, it was time to turn this aquarium into a real fish tank because the landlord was going to be showing up in 3 hours.
Hopefully the landlord doesn't see that.
Stop me up, give me a
Breathing.
Bro, now I see why people get addicted to making aquariums. Why is this actually so fun? Oh, that's cool. Here's a big question. Where do I make Bikini Bottom? Fish. These are real fish, it looks like. This looks like a real fish tank.
Now, as crazy as this was to see this enormous fish tank come to life, it ended up taking way longer than I thought because before I knew it, we had 1 hour until the landlord arrived.
All right. The only thing left to do is swim in it. It's been my life's dream to see Bikini Bottom underwater. All right.
Pop a bottle, about to make it rain. Let me give you something now to celebrate. Come on.
How crazy does this look?
Bro, it looks like you're a giant fish in an aquarium too small for yourself.
I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good.
Wait, what is that? Is it not real?
No.
You look so stupid.
I look like a 10-year-old kid.
Can we have a date in here?
Sure.
Can you not look like that though?
What's wrong with how I look?
Everything.
All right. We have around 45 minutes until the landlord shows up. And I'm still soaking wet. So now we gotta put this room back together. Make it look like a bed.
So we covered up the entire fish tank with blankets and pillows and made it look like a real bed.
The room is back together. It's time to see what it looks like.
Hit it. Yo. That's crazy looking.
Bro, I haven't seen it yet. What's it look like?
Bro, you do not understand what I'm looking at right now.
Bro, we did it!
That looks so sick.
Tell me this doesn't look like one of those crazy ones you see online and you're like, I wish I had that.
You took waterbed to a whole new level.
Yeah.
So the landlord is gonna be walking through the entire house to make sure everything is good so we can renew our lease. So hopefully he doesn't notice anything too out of the ordinary, like a fish tank under the bed.
Okay, the landlord just parked now.
My heart was racing as the landlord was walking, examining every fine detail.
It's like some smudging on the walls there.
But I'm literally putting my house on the line for you guys, so it would mean a lot if you would hit that subscribe button. And finally, this was the moment I had been waiting for. It was time to go into the room and see if he notices my secret fish tank.
One of our favorite rooms.
Bright.
Right?
Wow. I honestly didn't think it would be that easy.
I just feel so good, good.
So I just successfully built a fish tank under my bed without my landlord noticing. I just really hope he doesn't watch this video. Oh well. Comment down below what I should build next.